my own flesh, blood sister, my elegant sister, Dr. Rose Opera, the president of PGI USA. I respect you, ma. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you,
And
sis.
we are still expecting more presidents to join us. I'm the CEO. So, and I acknowledge the presence of everyone here, pastors, noblemen and noble women from all over the world. I appreciate you guys for coming in here. Okay, Mr. Someone that was invited by Godson, we also acknowledge your presence. Okay, fine. Mr. Emmanuel, that was a good one there. It's good to at least have a little knowledge, if not all in details, about what you want to venture into. Yes, PJ has been there over a year counting, and so far so good. We are part of PGI from the onset. Now, when we heard about PGI precisely February last year, I and Dr. Rose, Millie and Co, almost every one of us joined PGI at the beginning stage. It may interest you to know that we had no website. We had nothing on ground. But all we look up to is the visionary, the machinery that is carrying these projects. Very soon you'll be seeing our CEO. You'll be having him one-on-one to speak with you. So when you see, like you just said, the kind of caliber of people that is in PGI, like someone like Dr. Rose, she has never ever been in the network industry, but she became one from the moment she joined PGI. When we got involved, all we said to ourselves was, we just want to make little from PGI, invest our money, and be taking it passively. Little do we know that we're going to, in fact, we went gaga, if there's a word like that, when we start seeing what PGI was offering us. So today I'm here in confidence to tell you that PGI is one company that your integrity will never, never be put to stake. You're not gonna regret joining PGI. But be it as may, you'll be hearing from so many of us. At the end of the day, it's going to be your decision. That is why in our disclaimer, we told you, do your due diligence after we have spent time talking to you. It's going to still be your personal decision, because in every business, business will always be called business when you know that you are about venturing into something that has a little risk on its own. Because I know that business generally is all about profit and loss, and business generally is all about risk. But here from this part of the world, we will always tell ourselves we will always take a calculated risk. Now it has brought me to a point where I keep on asking the question, which one is a calculated risk? But like we will tell ourselves, we try to do things that we know at the end of the day, we're not going to lose. So my words to you this evening from Nigeria is, yes, every business has its own challenges, right? But all the challenges that has come through, PGI has always get through, and we are still moving, counting, and to become what? Stronger. The word I'm going to tell you, live with you this evening is that PGI is going to be here for a very, very long time. You know why? Because we want an ecosystem. If you watch in the past, some of the companies that came and never hold water was because they just came with one business opportunity, maybe forest trading. And when the volatility took place, they sank, you know? And some of them might have come in with just uh, crypto trading. When the Bitcoin shift took place, went up and down, they crashed. And we all believe that most company that has been there over time that has had a kind of sustainability has been the product network. Maybe you've not heard that PGI, even today, we just did our pilot, oh, it's like our CEO has come in. We
CEO is
just
here,
did
yes.
our pilot scheme in
Good.
Philippines, meaning
Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. How's everybody?
good
Doing great.
evening, Arby. That's my CEO speaking.
Hello,
Brother, you're
sister.
welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you. How may I help you today?
Yeah, brother, we have some gentlemen and women here, especially those that
Okay.
are new in the system. We have Jeff from the US. We have
Okay.
Emmanuel. We have Pastor Solomon from Nigeria, Bobby. These are we have Chris from Lagos. These are few gentlemen that just heard about PGI recently, and they
Okay.
really, really believe in the vision. In fact, they contacted me 2 weeks ago and they sent me their Zoom link to join. And when I joined the Zoom, I was hearing a different thing from what was out there. I was like, what are these gentlemen? I saw their commitment. I saw the believing in their hearts that they want to take PGI to the next level. So they needed someone that will talk to them about PGI. So that last week, I dabbled in there. I was trying to get hold of you, Dr. Rose, Denise. I was trying everyone. Um, Unfortunately, none of you were in this post because I know how busy everyone is. So I told them to reschedule for this week. And this
Well,
evening, I have some presidents in the house. Millie South Africa is here. Your own very elegant sister, Dr. Rose, is in the house.
mhm.
Your personal assistant is in here too, Denise. And most of us are here. So we would like you to speak to these gentlemen about PGI. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sister. I really appreciate it. Well, actually, for those of you just coming into PGI, we are in the right place at the right time right now. As we have told everybody, as everybody know, PGI has been here for about 16 months, and when we first started PGI about a year ago, with my sister Julie and Dr. Rosa Para, we didn't know what we're going to encounter. My goal last year was to have a sale of about $10 million, maybe about 5,000, 10,000 people within a year. That expectation has been succeeded. It was even more than we can possibly imagine. I think God bless us. To have a company like PGI. We have over 120,000 members worldwide. We're in about 199 countries, and we have a sale right now of over 303 million US dollars. Judging from what we just had, we just wanted to have 10 million, and now we have more than enough to do that. But with that in mind, okay, the company is just our growth has passed our technology. Our technology was like right here. The growth is like over here. So we have so many changes that's gonna be happening, in PGI in the last couple of months. We've gone through through our KYC. We have purchased a new company called Kala or Symmetry. They are the one who's going to be doing our inbound and outbound, incoming and outcoming, BTC. And the best part of it all is just we're just getting started. We are going to be integrating our Symmetry, our Kala wallet. We are not going to do anything other than Bitcoin. And I repeat, nothing but Bitcoin. We're doing, everything. We're dealing with, with the USA, but because as you know, we have to make sure that we are, up to par in the US. With it right now, okay, we are ready setting up our accounting system, let me see, our SEC. We're doing a lot of things because we're about to introduce PGI Global 2.0 or 2.0, where we will be we will be legal here in the U.S. where everybody is going to be putting their social security, and we're going to give everybody their 1099. The way we're doing it is basically we're going to have PGI, which is the global one, and then we have PGI USA. PGI USA is going to be a total entity. It's not going to be, it's not going to be. It's totally different from PGI Global because you have its own thing. So as of January 1st, 2021, okay, we're already implementing all the necessary stuff that we need so that we're going to be okay with SCC, we're going to be okay with IRS, we're going to be okay with everything. So by the end of 2021, we're going to be able to send all of our members here in the US, their own 1099 once, or the tax papers. Once we do that, here in the US, then we're going to be able to do the same thing in the UK. Then we're going to have it in going to be in Nigeria, in Iraq, in all the different countries where PGI is going to be at. Now PGI, like I said, is a blessed company because we have so many people that really believed in PGI, and we have so many hundreds and thousands of members have changed their lives in the past in the past 15 months. In the past 15 months, that's about 57 weeks. We have not missed a single payment. Yes, of course, we have the delay payments, but we are in the process of switching it to our own Kala wallet. Now, the difference what we have before and what we have right now is because it was a third party. The Bitcoin goes to the third party, and then the third party is the one who's doing the distribution. That's where the gridlock is at. And also, inbound is the same thing. Sometimes it's already cleared in the blockchain, but still not cleared, in our system because of the third party. And also, the biggest thing also is we're paying at least about $1.5 million per week in our withdrawal. So that's about $6 million per month that we spend, with our third party. Now I thought about it, and it's like, what, the performance of our third party has gone down. It's really really slow. So what we did is we bought a third party. Actually, it's not a third party. It is a blockchain, company. He have his own entity, and they've been doing this for about 3 years. And they went through all the all the FTC, the SEC, all the legal, the legal ramifications, and everything was like legal. We did not have any case, against, our company, Symmetry, and that's why we purchased Symmetry for the amount of $20 million. Now I thought about it. It's a lot of money, but in the long run, we're gonna get that money back because now instead of me paying 1.5 million to the third party, that money was gonna go to Symmetry, which is we own Symmetry. PGI owns Symmetry 100%. So Symmetry, will be making the money, which in terms is going to go back to PGI, which is the owner of the Kala wallet, okay, which is also owned by PGI. Now, unlike any other people saying, "Oh, this is going to be an exit strategy," no, we're not planning on exiting here at all. We're planning on making it even bigger, better, faster. Like I said, it's PGI Global 2.0. Right now we have, like I said, because of the third party, we're slow and everything, but we have not stopped. We're just building it right now, and that's why I know that in 2021, once we get all this, we have, the integration, we have everything. PGI is going to be a global, global company to watch out because every single thing that goes from PGI is going to be something that is incredible and that will change people's lives. Our mission here, our mission is to educate people all over the world about the blockchain, about Bitcoin, about, all that. And our vision is to change people's lives. After, once we have our integration, we're also going to have our new stuff. We're going to have our new university. We're going to have our own PGI university where we're going to have like Tony Robbins, Mr. Bardone, using this school, for their education. So we're going to be in lineup, with all those people with our PGI University. So, and we also have, of course, all the different stuff that is going to be coming. But the main thing is here in PGI is we have not stopped. We're just getting started. And that's why I know PGI is going to be in the next level. Just give us a couple of months, and you know what, when you see us. But of course, we have a lot of basher out there. We have a lot of people saying this and saying that, but those are all the competition. All the competition that we have, when we first started, they're already gone 5 months ago. all the the copycats that were trying to imitate us 5 months ago, they're all gone. Because why? There's only one PGI, and there's only one place that you can be sure that your investment is going to be safe, and that is your PGI. There's three things that could happen with you at PGI. When you join PGI, number one, you're going to make money. Number two, if you work PGI, you're going to make lots of money. And number three, the worst thing that can happen to you at PGI is double your money, because we are blessed. We have not stopped. Okay, we have not stopped since you like that, huh? It is true. It is true. I mean, that is the worst thing that can happen to you is double your money. You really think I'm gonna stop, by having all these bashers, say all that? No, it's just fueling me right now, to prove it to them. I don't have to prove anything, but I just want to put it in their face, later on when we got everything done, when we have everything in place, and we already finished everything that we have to do. It's going to be mind-boggling, but guys, and I'm telling you, you are in the right place at the right time, and we're just getting started.
Awesome, awesome. Lady Coin, can I quickly ask a question? My CEO, you spoke mightily well, and one of the things I must say here before everyone is one thing I know for a fact that stand PGI out is this: it has never been done in the history of the crypto space, which is insurance, guaranteeing your funds. Listen up, friends.
I didn't even say that. Wait a minute, let me say that so that you baby it's coming from my mouth, not from you. Okay. We already have our insurance coming from Lloyd's of London, and basically we do have $100 million, policy that would cover anybody that has that has an agreement here at PGI. It starts at about I think we're starting it at 20,000 or I think 10,000 depending on what we finalize things. Basically, when you come in, you can pay for insurance for your agreement. If you have $100,000 agreement, you pay the premium just like a Netflix or just like any insurance that you do. Your car insurance, your home insurance. There is a thing that you have to pay every month. And we're going to be doing that the same thing. Can you imagine? You can put an insurance into your agreement. We are the first company that's going to do that. If something happens to PGI anytime soon, or or in the future, guess what? Your agreement is secured. So that's something
Wow.
we have. And also, we can even insure your Kala wallet, meaning that whatever you have in your Kala wallet. Let's say you have like 10 bitcoins in your Kala wallet. Let's say someone hacked it. Someone, let's say, put a gun in your head and say, you know what, you better give me all your bitcoins, or else, I'll blow your head off. Or your family got kidnapped and they're gonna have that for ransom. I mean, you know what? We can ensure that we can make sure that something happens, to your Bitcoin. The company from Lloyd's of London, okay, we'll also cover that one. So we can cover your agreement into your wallet, and we can also cover your agreement into the agreement to PGI. See, we have so many things, and I just keep on forgetting because right now my mode is just the paying mode. I want to make sure that everybody is paid. I know we're running late, but you know what? The main thing is we have not stopped, and we will never stop paying people, because that is what PGI is all about. It's about changing lives.
Fantastic, fantastic. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Thank you so much, CEO. Emmanuel, you have a question or you have anything to ask the CEO? I think he has covered your questions in super detail, but let's see if you have any questions right now. You are free to ask directly.
All right. Good evening, founder and CEO.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you. How are you?
I'm very fine. It's great to have in this Zoom. It's an honor. And that's good of you to be so humble enough to honor the invitation to come here and clarify your prospective investors that have not even put a cent into your business. It really shows sense of commitment and humility. I will appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Sincerely, while you were talking, I was busy noting down so many points. So I'm going to beg your indulgence to be patient with us so I could shoot some questions across. You could help me get clarified. Number
Okay.
one, then before you came on board, some of your believers and partners in this Zoom already mentioned that PGI actually started without a website on the
Exactly. We didn't even have a platform. I did not buy a shelf, a shelf platform that is, guaranteed to pay in about 3 to 6 months. No, we did not have that. We did not have a platform at all. We started from scratch. Everything that we have in PGI came from my head, came from this. I don't know. I do not have any hair, but you know what? Somewhere in there, there's a brain in there, and everything that we have in PGI came from there, from here, right here.
Okay, so my first question is, when there was no website, how did you manage to get investors from different parts of the world, and how did you keep their data, and how were you able to analyze the whole thing and still make sure that your investors were carried along and you never failed them a bit?
Well, you know what? Like I said, I did have the vision. Okay, in the experience since I have in network industry, I have over 17 years in network industry, and I have about 4 years in the crypto world. Every single thing, okay, that works in all the different the different companies, and every single thing that did not work in the different companies, I put it all in PGI. When we were starting, like I said, we did not have any website. All we were doing is we're just doing our Zoom, just like this. I started zooming from my bathroom in my in my house in I'm sorry, not Los Angeles, in my house in the Philippines. We believe, and everybody believe, every single president that I have, every single master distributors that I have, believe in the vision that we started about 15 months ago. And I know still right now, every single one of them believe in the vision. Of course, we're having, some difficulties, but that is not the issue. The issue is, okay, we are in line to our vision. We're doing everything we can, okay, to make sure that that vision that started 15 months ago will go into fruition. Actually, we have surpassed that vision already, because all of those members that we have back then, they're all millionaires now. They're all practically millionaires right now. If they're not, you have not. I mean, we have multimillionaires that put us that. But we put it all together through just the same thing that we're doing right now, through our Zoom. Because as long as you have the belief, nothing is impossible. When you start doubting, that's when everything falls into crack. But we have all the belief, okay, that PGI is when we'll do, and continually we'll do the vision that we had 15 months ago.
Oh,
I hope that answered your question.
yeah, it answers my question. It answers my question. Uh, I still want to know something. When you were talking, and the way people here, including Mr. Jeff, talked about you and talked about PGI, everyone talks with confidence about PGI. But sincerely speaking, that's not enough to convince me, because I've been in this industry for over a decade, just like almost like you, and I've had a lot of experience. Okay, good experiences and bad experiences. We've seen people come out one on one, not even on Zoom, made a lot of promises, shared a lot of visions. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, things didn't really work out the way it was said. Okay, but while you were talking, you made mention of insurance. You made mention of insurance. You also made mention of insuring to the level of the wallet you are going to create, which I will still later ask what the wallet is, how you intend to go about the project, the vision of the wallet, and all that. But what I want to understand now, what's the nature of the insurance of PGI? Because most of your investors are
Well,
not in the same place with you. For instance, I'm in Nigeria, different persons are in different places. Now, in the case of eventuality that PGI has a little business challenge, that involves investors not getting their ROI or their returns or their commissions, what way can we be able to legally lay a claim back to what belongs to us?
Well, like I said, that will be a part of the policy that that we are working on right now, and that also involves with our symmetry or our color wallet. Now, you gotta remember, Kala Wallet is just like it's just another blockchain. We're the blockchain right now, and that's why when we take or when we switch to Kala Wallet or to our to our blockchain technology, which is Symmetry. Once we switch all that, okay, everything that is going on right now will be switched to Kala, meaning that all the different all the different speed, or when we're doing our withdrawal, okay, will be a lot faster because you know what, we have a Kala wallet and we have full control of the Kala wallet. Now, with other company, the third party that we do not have any any control of that because we do not own that. By us having the Kala wallet, we own the company, and that's not it. Our Kala wallet can be used by any other company. So that's going to be an income also through PGI. As to the insurance that we have with Lloyd's Bank, basically we're already working on getting all the policies and everything, because we will incorporate that through our through our Kala wallet. Now, when I said that you can insure your agreement, we mean that you can insure your agreement. If anything happens, that means that PGI is like totally gone. Then you can have, because you will have your own policy. But remember, our system, okay, only deals with about 6 months. So I'm not worried about that because you know what? After 6 months, after 3 months, you already have your ROI, and after 6 months, you already double your money. So that's why, even though when you have your insurance, in reality, you really don't need to have that insurance, because you know what? We're sending it back to you already. And that's why it's easier to have it. And any other company, they would not have anything. I really don't need to have the policy, but just for the peace of mind of the investors, they can have, and it's like it is illegal. You'll be able to have your coverage just like any other insurance, that you're covering the agreement that you have, that this is against with PGI. So that's why you never have to worry about your investment, because it's going to be insured. Even right now, okay, all everybody's in money is going to be is going to be, as a matter of fact, everybody that came in January, they already got their money back already. They did. So now they're just going for the profits. And that's why we're trying to make sure that everything we do here, especially here in the US, because I heard you are here in the US, what we're working on our accountability. We're working on our accounting. Or we're working on our licenses down over here. So, I'm gathering, like a team of experts in the US of everything that we have to do, so that every single thing that we do here in the US is going to be copacetic and is according to the laws, and in the laws and responsibility of a company here in the United States. And after we do that, then we're going to do that to the UK. We're going to do that to Nigeria. We're going to do all of these things, okay, so that we can have that one. Now, another thing that we did not discuss is PGI also now we have our own hedge fund. Our own hedge fund right now is already established. I have a $5 billion hedge fund coming in from a client. We have a 4 o'clock appointment with them to talk about the hedge fund, as to where they're going to send the money and start having the hedge fund. I can only do 99 people or up to $25 million. Then I would have to start another hedge fund, so that we can accommodate all the people that is going to be coming to the hedge fund. The hedge fund right now already have a commitment of about $20 million all throughout the United States. And that's why I know, with PGI being on the forefront, okay, everything is good. And even with you, when you come into PGI, you don't even have to come into the to the platform. You can come into our hedge fund. And in that way, you have all the the papers from Securities and Securities Exchange Commission. You're gonna have everything. It's gonna be all legal. It's gonna be all documented, and everybody's gonna be accounted for. So that's what we have here at PGI. So we just don't have the platform that is that is for networking. We also have a hedge fund right now. So if you're gonna put in $1 million or above, or 5 million, or up to $25 million, you're secure, because you know what? It is in a hedge fund, and it is regulated by the United States of America with our SEC.
Hmm.
Like I said, our company is not like any other company that you had. The company that you probably had, they're just, the lifespan is only for 6 months. We've been here for 15 months already, and we're just getting started and making sure that everything is legal here in the US. All you got to do, you don't have to put a lot of money, in PGI. You can just like put, something, put 10,000 or 20,000, try it out, okay? And if you even have $100,000, I'll even do a memorandum of agreement that not even with an insurance that if anything happens to PGI within the next month in the next 6 months while you are here, then you know what, I will personally, and you can go directly to me, because at PGI, of course, that is a corporation, but I'm willing and more than happy to do a memorandum agreement between you and myself, so that I'm going to be accountable personally for the money that you're going to put in, and that is from $100,000 and above. But if you're going to put like millions of dollars, then we're going to put it into RVP Capital Hedge Fund, which is we have it based in Florida, and of course we're going to have all the legal documents that you need to sign. I would have to sign. Our hedge fund manager has to do it, so that you'll be able to be insured that everything is copacetic, and so you don't ever have to worry about more. And you know what? I do not promise anything. I would never promise you heaven and earth, but one thing we can promise you at PGI, and as you can see, with Lady Coin, with Millie, and with Dr. Rosa Paradown over here, you will become successful here at PGI.
Sure.
Sure. Thank you so much, President. Thank you so much, my CEO. We
Okay.
so appreciate that. Emmanuel, I think that's Emmanuel. You still here?
Yeah, I'm here. While the CEO was talking, I have to listen so I can be able to learn
Ask
and also
questions.
get some more questions asked.
Okay.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mr. CEO. I still have a few things to ask. While you were talking, I noted something down. You made mention of Bitcoin, only Bitcoin, only Bitcoin, only Bitcoin.
That's right.
Why did you keep repeating only Bitcoin, only Bitcoin, only Bitcoin?
Okay, because a lot of companies, okay, that I know, the only exit strategy they have is going to ICO. Once you go to ICO, that means that all your Bitcoins will be mine, and I'm going to sell that ICO, or I'm going to sell that coin, so that all of your coins will go to that ICO or that coin. What happens is if I move all your Bitcoin to ICO, so that means that my coin will going to go up. But as soon as you started, cashing your coins, guess what? That's going to plummet it. And that's what all of the companies does, okay? They go to an ICO or to a coin, they convert it, and that is an exit strategy. And that's why I always say we will never ever change from anything. We're always going to be in Bitcoin. I will not introduce a Kala coin, RV coin, or PGI coin. No, we will never ever go to any of that other than Bitcoin. And that's why you have the assurance that we will never go anywhere other than Bitcoin, because that's the only form of payment, or that's the only form of ICO we're gonna do is just Bitcoin, and there won't be any exit strategy, because we're gonna hit everything right, on top of right on. Why do you think I'm trying to get everything legal here in the U.S.? We have to legitimize everything here in the U.S. because the U.S. is the one that is pretty much what we need to do. Once everything is legal, in the U.S., everything is because right now there's no regulations when it comes to Bitcoin, because they cannot regulate it because it is not. But it doesn't mean that we cannot legalize the company here in the U.S. Okay, it will all depends on your SEC, and it also will depend on your IRS, and that's what we're working on right now to make sure that we adhere all the stuff that we need to do with SEC, and everything that we need to do when we file our taxes for the IRS. And that's why I say we will never ever change anything other than Bitcoin.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good, and I
Not just
really
pretty good. That is the only way we're gonna do it here in the U.S. We cannot do it. I don't want to do any shortcuts. If we have to pay taxes, if we have to pay millions and millions of taxes, you know what? Let it be. The team that I am forming is going to cost us millions of dollars to to form, so that they can tell us and they can put us in the right direction, so that it's going to be legitimized here in the U.S. Because that's the only thing. That's what I've been working on, in getting everything done. That's why in the last couple of weeks, actually in the last couple of months, that's what we've been doing. That's why we have our KYC, that's the most important thing in any company. You got to have a KYC. We already implemented that in January. Now we already have about 80% of all the members of PGI already KYC approved. So that's why we're doing everything we can so that everything is legal, everything for the long run. I do not want a shortcut. I do not want to have a short-lived company. I want to have a long-lasting company that will be here in the United States and all over the world for the rest of your life. That's what I want to do.
Oh, that's a great vision. That's a great vision. And I really pray that through the contribution of the great partners we have here and by the mercy of God, everything will come to materialization.
Amen.
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 Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
So I have to run because I have another meeting also. So I hope I've answered some of your question, and I know you have a lot more question. And what we can do is we can set up another meeting so that you can write down all the questions, more concerns, or anything like that. We're gonna go into a Holy Week next week. We're not gonna have anything. I think I deserve the rest. But I'm looking forward to meet with you again the following week after the Holy Week, so that if you have any more concerns, you already do your due diligence, you already done everything that you have, and we can set up another one, maybe like on a Wednesday. Denise, Sister Julie, Dr.
Yes,
Rose, if we can
yes.
do that, so that Mr. Emmanuel can think about it. Because for here in PGI, we do not force people to be with us. Okay, of
Mm-hmm.
course, we're gonna open you with open arms, but as what we say here, we never hype. Okay, we just inspire people here at PGI. We always what under promise and over deliver. That's what we have here. And of course, when you become a part of PGI family, of course we're gonna open, we're gonna welcome you with open arms. But just in case that you don't think that PGI is not for you and it's not the company that you want to be, of course I'm still gonna be happy. But now that I know that I have a new brother from another mother by the name of Emmanuel Chooks LM.
All right. All right. I really,
Okay.
I really respect your time. I think I can actually say thank you. While I
Mhm.
continue with other great partners, so you go for a next meeting.
Thank you so much. Let's sit down again. Like I said, not this coming Holy Week, but the following week. Let's set it up so that you'll be able to clear your schedule. And the same thing with me. I'll be able to do that. So if you have any last minute concerns, we'll be able to answer it. And like I said, for me, okay, it doesn't matter. What people thinks of PGI. What matters to me is what's in my heart and what is in PGI's heart, because PGI is all about the heart. Okay, I mean, 4 years ago, I was totally broke. I didn't manage to turn my life around because of Bitcoin and because of God's blessing. And I made sure that every single thing that I do is I'm paying it forward, because God gave me, or God made me the instrument to change people's lives all over the world in the last 15 months. And I'm telling you, we have changed people's lives all over the world in the last
Yeah.
15 months. Again, we are in 199 countries. We have so many people that we have been blessed. But of course, people have short-lived memories. That
Mm.
if something kind of like have that, then they forget all the things that they have received from the Lord. But you know what? PGI will never start, because PGI is all about the heart, and we will never ever change that one, because you know what? PGI is blessed, and you know what? I always say that even though that we're kind of having some issues right now, I love this one, and I go by by every day. Ephesians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and I do believe that all of these problems were gonna go away, because my God will not forsake me, and that's why I have blessed people just like Dr. Rose, my sister, my sister Julie, Millie, and all the presidents and the masters of PGI and the whole family. Okay.
We love you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
We
much.
love
We'll see you
you. We
guys
love
later.
you, brother.
Okay.
Brother,
Love you guys. Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
blessed
Thank you so
and
much.
honored.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, bye-bye.